It was the man's second day, trapped in the snowy mountains. No food, no water, and to make things worse, he had fallen into a frozen lake just a while ago. He barely managed to crawl out, but his clothes were soaked in icy water. To survive, he had to strip everything off and lay the clothes out to dry. But now the night had fallen, and he hadn't gotten a single drop of water. He picked up his clothes, but they were still wet. All the pain he'd held in for years suddenly broke loose. He screamed toward the sky in anguish. That's when he saw it, a warm-looking house on a distant hill. A flicker of hope lit up his eyes, and he jumped in joy. But the happiness didn't last. The cold gripped him again. He had no choice but to put those wet clothes back on. Then, using his skateboard, he bashed a tree, gathered dry bark, and finally managed to sleep peacefully for a while. On the next morning of the third day, he finally got fresh water. He checked his radio and phone. Luckily, they were still working. With everything ready, he moved ahead with confidence. But then, dark clouds rolled over the hill. He kept walking, but soon dizziness set in. His vision blurred. It was snow blindness from the harsh sun reflecting off the snow. He collapsed to his knees, his eyes filled with blood. He passed out right there on the ground. After resting all night, he opened his eyes the next morning, feeling a bit better. But as soon as he stood up, a sharp wave of pain shot through his left leg. He pulled off his sock and saw the skin was bright red and a deep wound had formed. He cried out in pain, but his willpower was stronger. He got up and kept walking. When he finally reached the top, the house was gone. Maybe it had just been a mirage in the night. He dropped to his knees, looked up at the sky and screamed with all his might, but there was no one to hear him. Will this man ever make it out alive?